Are you ready to flip the pyramid? Well, you are in the right place. Our guest today has gone on a transformative journey from once being a lazy rock musician who couldn't get out of bed and avoided exercise like the plague to a Dahn Master and helping others to flip their pyramid and keep shining. So, what are we talking about? Flipping that pyramid? Well, let's bring on our guest, Peter Paul Parker, not to be confused with Spider-Man, but is joining us all the way from the UK. Peter, thank you for joining us today. And if you could share with people a little bit about your journey, about the whole, how you went from the lazy rock musician on.
Yeah, well, the reason I became a lazy rock musician really was because I came from a traumatic childhood. And to be honest, I actually did really work hard to become a rock musician. But when I got there, it was the partying and the drinking really did take its toll on me, put it that way. But yeah, so my mother died when I was 11. My father became disabled when I was 10. I was sent off to a boarding school. It was packed with traumatic experiences of paedophiles and things like that. And then when my father died at 19, I was sent into I looked for a good job. I got a good job in the corporate world. I was in sales. And it just didn't feel authentic to me. I felt like I was surrounded by loads of sharks and the trauma kept coming back. I hadn't really dealt with it. And I'd been good at music at school and I'd been in a few bands. So I decided I'm going to give it a go. I'll give it my best shot as a bass player. And I just got rid of the mortgage. I got rid of the job. And at that point in time, we could do that kind of thing when we were younger because it was easy. Money it went further, put it that way. So I started becoming a musician. I realized that when I was jamming with people and I was playing music, all of this trauma was melting away. The stress, the anxiety of my childhood was disappearing. And I enjoyed the partying because I was hanging around with lots of highly sensitive people because musicians tend to be sensitive. Some of them aren't, obviously, but most of them were. And it was really the business side of it that I really got tired with. You wouldn't see me really until about 4 or 5 in the afternoon because I'd be going to bed at like 4 or 5 in the morning, I suppose. But and I did like my sleep then because I was full on. I was full on when I was doing it, but it was I did feel lazy and I could have been more productive, but I wasn't. But hey, so what happened was the rock field kind of started to peter out, as it were, and it started to bring in less and less money. And at that point, to be a professional musician, you were doing well, earning about £5,000, which is about $7,500 a year. And that's what I was about on. And I thought, I can't sustain this. This is ridiculous. I have to find something else to do. So I was getting angrier and angrier with the world because of how the music business imploded and other businesses were imploding around me. And we went to a Mind, Body, Spirit show, and my wife had this aura photograph taken, so did I. Mine was all blue and purple. She's had this beautiful orange and gold photograph. She wanted one like mine, so we walked around the corner, and there was another place which had these, I think it's called Curlian photography, and it was the same for her, but I started talking to one of the Korean masters outside the stall, and I was doing the old pity party bit of, oh, the world's against me. It's all bad. Oh, my goodness me. I've lost my career. And she went, interesting. Very interesting, Peter. And she started talking and she said, you should come and try one of these classes. So I did. And it was based on Ki Gong. It's a Korean form of Ki Gong. And I must admit, I took to it very quickly because I'd done training in my early 20s. I did do a bit of martial arts in my early 20s because the streets in Kingston were quite tough. So it was good to be able to learn to defend yourself. So I wasn't unhappy with being in group classes where a lot of men find that really intimidating. I was quite happy with that. So I started training, and after about 6 months to a year, my mentor, my teacher, said to me, go and teach in that old people's home out in the local area. And I thought, goodness me, I don't know anybody who is old anymore. I'd lost contact with my older relatives. My parents had already gone. I'd been working with young people all the time. And it was like a real shock for me thinking, well, what do I do? What do I do? So I thought, yeah, I'll give it a go. I thought, all right, well, let's give it a go because it's a good thing to do. And I went in there and there was about 6 people turned up, and I kept to the formula that I was taught: stick to the principles, stick to the teachings. And I did that. And what surprised me was everybody turned up the next week. I went, wow. And then 2 weeks later, 3 or 4 people turned up. And then it went from 6 to 8 to 10 to 12 to 14 to a packed room every week after about 4 or 5 months. And the manager of the community centre said to me, there is a tangible difference when you come in and do your class in the afternoon. After they've done the class, there's a tangible difference in this place. Everybody seems more connected. Everybody seems more happy with each other, and everybody seems more centered with themselves. And I just thought, wow, what a thing to say. And she didn't have to say that at all. So that made me think I can go a bit further with this and make it a career, because I was looking for something to do outside of music. And that's when I started going into schools, and I started teaching this to schools, and I had the same reaction. You go, wow, look at these people changing in front of me. And that's what a transformational journey is actually realizing where you're at and being honest about yourself and thinking, where do I want to be? And that's what I went through with all of the workshops that I went through with the Ki Gong workshops. Of Shim Song was like finding your true self. And then I went to do Do Tong, which was really learning the basics of Ki Gong and becoming somebody who will go out, and they call it outreach, to go out and help other people with their transformational journey themselves with the exercises and the principles. And then I decided to become an instructor. Then finally, after quite a few years, I decided to become a Dahn Master, because it's quite a big title. But the actual title means master in training, because we never actually perfect as a human being. But I know all the principles of what it is to be a Dahn Master. So we call it in our practice Chanwa, which means soul completion, or actually perfecting yourself in the best way that you possibly can as a human being. With all our flaws, we've all got flaws, and I've still got enormous humility with everything. Even when I do amazing things, I think, okay, it wasn't really me, it was me showing this energy that's I've actually found, which I think is a beautiful thing. And the way to do this, that's what I loved about it. There's practical steps that you can do to get yourself into this position, i.e. break away from the anger, the resentment, the upset, the pity party, and all of that business. And you can actually move yourself forward into what you actually want to do. And that's a big question, which is what I ask everybody when they first come to me. I say, what do you actually want? It's a big question. And how many people
not probably a lot of people really think about it that deeply or really know it's, or if they do, it seems to be more of a shallow or an immediate goal. It's not looking at, the future.
Yes, money. Most people say kind of money. I said, well, what do you want money for? Well, I don't know. Security. So you want security. Why do you want security? And you can whittle it down, and really it comes down to, we are intrinsically connected with each other, so we want connection. Really, we want connection, which is really at the base of that is love. It really comes down to whittling down to that far. But we get confused with all of this distractions. I call them the distractions of the material world that we live in. And the way that we do it with the Ki Gong practice I do, which is from, as I say, Korea, we call it the Chan energy, because you talk about the chakra systems. We call them the danjons, the 3 danjons. Like the upper danjon is really for the Chan energy. We call it the heavenly energy, which is for your intuition, vision, and wisdom. But that has you get the chemical reaction coming up into the piezoelectric properties of the pineal gland, which is what Joe Dispenza talks about a lot. And you've got the electricity coming out of the pineal gland, and when it comes back in, that's a new energy that's coming in. That's what we call our wisdom. So when you speak about something you really haven't talked about before and your pineal gland is open, you go, wow, that was quite profound. Where did that come from? But if this chemistry hasn't been worked out properly in your body, i.e. your old emotions, feelings and thoughts, say from the heart chakra, which is your love, empathy and compassion, if that hasn't been really soothed, as it were, because a lot of us are quite sad and upset in this world and distressed and depressed. And if that energy is coming up and it's tainted, then the piezoelectric properties will not be as clear as they should be. And it's even worse when we go down to the lower danjon, which is where your power, your passion, creativity comes from, and your strength. If that's all messed up, then we are finding it difficult to navigate through this world because we'll be reacting from emotions, feelings, and thoughts that are buried in the body that we don't actually realize that are there. And that's important to realize that. Once you start to realize that, it becomes a little bit easier to, as you say, flip the pyramid, because as we are at the moment, so much information in the head, so much information in the head, and that makes the head full of energy, and then so little energy coming down into your, what we call the lower danjon. So therefore you're very unstable and shaky and feel ungrounded on the earth, but your head is so full of all this stuff that you can't see the wood for the trees, is an expression my father used to say. You can't see in front of you. So you think this is what it is when it actually isn't. There's like the Vedic scripts call it the illusory world, i.e. there's things that are stopping you that aren't actually there. They're actually just emotions stuck inside of you. In fact, we live in a world that is so abundant and so creative at the moment. If we could only just step out of where we are with the conditioning and just move ourselves forward, then we will all find ourselves in a better place. And that, to me, is like the ultimate of all of us flipping the pyramid, because when we do that, we'll be walking into a different world. But what's happened is we've got all this stuff in the head, and we're arguing and debating about the stuff in the head, and it just goes round and round and round in circles. And actually, when you break past that and you see it, everything for what it is, you go tuning in your consciousness to a higher and higher level. You look down at it, and you have unconditional love for all of it. You go, even the bad stuff, you go, oh goodness me, are you really going through that? And you never condone anything like really bad things like murder and rape and all this stuff. Never condone it, but you can see why people are doing that and what we need to do to try and alleviate that. But it seems like our society isn't doing that at the moment, which is a real issue. So we have to do it ourselves, which is what made me realize I need to go and teach this stuff so that people can flip their own pyramid, so they can empower themselves to be healthy. And I think this is one of the keys to being healthy. I think good food, good diet, lots of fresh air, try and get out into nature. All of this is important, but you are nature at the end of the day. So when you come and connect back with yourself, that is you connecting with nature. And that's when I think a lot of the Dahn Masters talk about getting back into nature. You're not talking about just going out into a park. You're talking about actually getting back into yourself. What are you? What are these emotions, these transient emotions that are coming through you? Why aren't you enjoying them? Why aren't your emotions your guide instead of your blockers? Because when your emotions become your guide, that's when you follow your energy, because that energy is love. And when you really do connect with that, you go, well, I love doing that. It's like I've just come from a Ki Gong class today. There's 40 people in it, and it was just like explosive. The energy was so amazing. And then when we did the meditation, it was silent. You could hear a pin drop, and then everybody came out after it saying, wow, that was a brilliant experience. So it's flipping the pyramid. Yeah.
So quick question. So how would you explain Ki Gong? And I've seen it both ways. It's spelled QI GONG, and then it's also spelled KI GONG. Is there really a difference, or how would you describe what Ki Gong is? Because like you said, we're very heady. We got a lot of head trash going on. And we always want like explanations or reasons, but sometimes we need to let that go.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I can talk about that for hours, but Ki means energy, and Gong either means utilizing well or mastering. It's kind of, with the Southeast Asian words, you can't really define them that well, because one word means so many different things. It's a bit like trying to define everything they do with the word meditation. It's impossible. So Ki means energy anyway. So you're utilizing your energy or mastering your energy well. That's what it actually means. So you're learning to use your body with the energy that you have, and you actually bring new energy into the body. So how we do that really is about movement and tapping. Tapping is really important. EFT came from Ki Gong because there's a lot of tapping in Ki Gong. And what it does, it stimulates the mitochondria. Mitochondria is responsible for about 97% of the new energy coming into the body, whether that be through air or food, but it's responsible for the new energy. So when you tap your arm for a couple of minutes and then just shake your fingers out as viciously as you can for about 20 seconds, then you'll feel that tingling coming down into your fingertips, and then you'll start to soften the body and you'll start to feel it coming into you. That's what it does. And it starts to get rid of all of this negative energy that's inside of us. And I didn't believe that when my teacher was telling me that. I was thinking, yeah, whatever. Yeah, you get the typical response of me. And then when I went to Korea with the UK team to take part in the Ki Gong international competition, I went into a meditation cave, and we were supposed to be doing childhood traumas, getting rid of your childhood issues. And it was like a time capsule. I went through it and going to all these places. And then I found this place that I hadn't healed or even thought about. Was when my father died, my father's estate seemed to go to my two eldest brothers. One of them set themselves up with a house and a career as an airline pilot. The other one set himself up with another house and became a chiropractor. And I hadn't realized that. I thought, well, why didn't we get anything from my father's estate, the four younger brothers? And I realized that I'd been holding that anger inside of me all that time without saying anything whatsoever to anybody and just accepting it that was normal. So I forgave them there and then. I put my hand on my heart and forgave them completely. And what the weirdest thing happened is I couldn't drink anymore. I couldn't drink. I could drink like 4 or 5 beers or whatever, but the way that I used to drink as a musician and then giving up that, forgiving them for what they did, actually stopped me from drinking so heavily. And then my master, as I walked out the cage, my master said to me, "What happened to you? You look like you've taken 10 years off of your face." And I said, "Well, this is what happened." She goes, "Wow." And then as the weeks went on, I just couldn't drink. And she said, "Well, yes, you hold anger in your liver. And when you hold that anger, you tend to want to drink or do something addictive to try and appease that anger in the liver. And when I'd release that anger out of my body, that drinking obsession stopped." Quite amazing. Absolutely quite amazing. So that's what made me realize there's something much, much deeper to this than meets the eye. And you get people talking about it and you think, yeah, great stuff. Yeah, thanks. But when you actually do it and you actually take the time to do this kind of work, you go, wow, you're in absolute humility with the body and how the body actually can actually really work for us and be so adaptive to the changes that we're actually going through at the moment. That's what Ki Gong is really. It's about you adapting to change and using your energy to be the best version of yourself, to be the healthiest version of yourself, because negative energy doesn't help anybody. And everything's designed on the quantum level, as we know, to move and change, and everything keeps moving, even the mind. So we don't ever still the mind, which is what some say is still in the mind. Is actually focusing the mind, because it needs to focus on something. If it's focusing on stillness, it's still focusing on something. So it's still moving, even though it feels like it isn't. Same with the body. We need to keep moving the body, but we don't have to move it aggressively or pump weights. In fact, the people I've met who are my age now who've pumped weights for as long as I've been doing Ki Gong, and all their bones are crumbling. It's like, you shouldn't be doing that. But for me, and when I meet 70 people masters in the Tai Chi masters, Ki Gong masters in their 70s and 80s, they are so strong, so fit, so healthy, and so mentally alert. It's incredible. So Ki Gong really is just it's like an umbrella system for many different modalities. And I think most people are aware of all those movements in the part, like Tai Chi, but it goes deeper than that. So it really is quite a broad umbrella for many different modalities. And what I love about the Korean way that I teach is that it's kind of a freestyle. So you actually create your own Ki Gong, however you want to do it, however you want to utilize your energy, you can actually make it up for yourself. And when you start to realize that, you can just go and dance to a piece of music and you're still doing your Ki Gong, your movements, opening up all the joints, getting the energy working, knowing where the energy centers of the body are and the meridians are and what meridians to tap to get rid of what ailments that you've got. It's very liberating. Yeah.
Yeah, and you've made a lot of good points there. For one, the journey is different for everybody, and I think I can understand where your motto comes from. Journey inward and to succeed outward. Because if you don't do the internal work and get out of your head and look at the body as a whole, we wind up stifling ourselves, and we don't really realize that we're holding ourselves back. And that's an interesting connection too, as far as the anger and the drinking. And it would probably explain from a lot of different people, like maybe that ones that do emotional eating or, we all have different triggers, and we don't really realize that we're just trying to use it to just trying to recover from that trauma, because you think you've gotten over it, or maybe you think you're past it. But if you haven't truly dealt with it, it is generally affecting you somewhere still deep in your body.
Yeah, they keep going. It just stays there. If you don't work on it and find it and then do it, it's almost shamanic. What I think where Ki Gong would have come from also is almost shamanic. With when you say shaman, people think, oh goodness me, well that's all too weird stuff. Basically, it's you finding your shadow side. Say, for instance, you've been having a reaction to somebody calling you. So if you're a little bit overweight and calling you fat, you've had a really vicious reaction to that, which is understandable because it's not pleasant for somebody to do that. But when you realize that might have come from when you were like 7, 8 years of age, when somebody called you fat at that age and stupid, and you get triggered from that place, and you start to say, well, okay, that was a reaction that I had to protect myself, because that was a very unpleasant experience for somebody to do that. But once you heal that and you say, okay, I forgive my previous self for being like that and for carrying this trigger, and I thank my previous self for doing that, for protecting me, but now I don't need that. It's like water off a duck's back when someone says something like that to you. You like flipping the pyramid. It's like flipping the way that it is. You look at them and go, wow, you must be in a really bad place for you actually to say that to me, rather than thinking, you can't say that. And it's like it's a different way of seeing it completely, because you have more empathy with people. You have more compassion because you realize that it's not you. It doesn't matter what size you are. It doesn't matter what shape you choose to be. It doesn't matter. But if somebody's commenting on you and you've got this trigger that comes from deep in your past and you're still using that trigger, then that really is harmful to you each time, because you're going to go into this either anger or rage or withdraw. So this is all negative, compressive, depressive reactions that you're having. So it's healing those emotions that are back in the past, that you can actually respond to life. I.e., if someone walks in and if you are fat, whatever, and someone says that to you and you go, so so what? It's not caring, but you see that you have more compassion for them because you realize there must be something inside of them. And that's when you start to get more deeper into the spiritual aspect of Qigong, because usually when we have mirrors that come in, people mirror us. And this is a very deep, much deeper spiritual concept, where you meet somebody and they're mirroring something inside of you that you need to heal. And that's a kind of the interaction I was talking about, that because when you see that and you realize that and you take that interaction back to where your reaction comes from, that's you healing yourself at a lot deeper level. And this can be done very, very quickly in this time of crazy chaos. And that's why we are in a time of crazy chaos, is so that we can actually start to heal ourselves.
Yeah, that we are. And I know you have the dream method and stuff, and you have some methods that can help people to start to deal with this and how to connect with you. So we will get to that as soon as we come back from a break from our sponsors.
Hi there, I'm Dawn Livingston, your host on the Transcend and Succeed show. Join me Fridays at 2 p.m. Central for limitless inspiration and ways to help you transcend your limitations. Tune into the Achieve TV network and the Voyage to Vitality channel. Transcend and Succeed show, right here on A360 TV.
Welcome to this video. My name is Peter. I run the Bright Beings Academy. There we have a coaching program called the Dream Method, which helps you repair emotional childhood wounds, soothes anxiety, and alleviates depression. So we've all had some kind of trauma in our lives. This helps you get over that, get rid of that negative energy blocked in your body. Speaking of energy, we also run a Ki Gong school called the Bright Beings Academy, which helps you to flip the triangle. Too much information in the head, we want to bring it down into a lower abdomen, a lower danjon, so that we can tune into our higher vibrations. I look forward to seeing you soon. Till then, be well, keep shining.
And we are back. And Peter, so you talk about the dream method. Can you go into a little more detail what the dream method is and how that can help people?
The dream method was something I created realizing the path that I'd taken has actually healed me. And I think everybody's on the process of healing. If you look at somebody like William Henry, he calls it the rainbow body of light, and you're looking for perfection. It's not the perfection we think of in the material world, but that's what we're always doing. But the dream method really came up for me realizing that was an incredible journey. That was hard, and it was expensive as well. And that's what I thought, okay, how can I make that more accessible for people to actually get there without them spending the amount of money that I did on that? So I started putting it together. So the reason it's called Dream, it's not about dreaming. It is kind of about dreaming into your real life, what you really want to do. Everybody says you need to change your vibration. I don't agree with that. I think you need to tune in your vibration to your higher self. So the Dream Method is, firstly, as we talked about earlier, is about discovering these triggers from the past. And it's not therapy, it's coaching. So you find the triggers of the past and we learn to accept them. And then we realize that we can heal them and actually move our lives into a different place. And we realize we're actually empowered to deal with that, and we can actually change that, which is that part of the course I actually really love on the coaching part, because you're seeing all these lovely changes in people. And then you have the embracing. You start to embrace the new you. So you've got this pile that was you here that had all these preconceptions, all these negative energy stuck in your body. And now you're starting to build on this new you that is like more empathetic and more compassionate, without having this heart coming in and out like a concertina, which is what a lot of empaths have. It's like, oh, this is so hard. And yes, it is, unless you start to deal with that energy. And then you start to actualize your life with affirmations. So that's the A of the Dream Method. You actualize what you want to do, i.e. you're very, very clear on what you want to do, where you want to go. And then the M is making it your own, or even mastering your life. So it's like a 5-step process. You go through many different techniques, rituals, and surveys and things like that to go through to really nail down where you want to be and how to heal yourself, so that you come out of that in a flip the pyramid. You become more grounded as a human being, but more also connected to your spiritual self, which is what I really want more human beings to do, which is why I do everything that I do now, is to help people empower themselves so they don't have to be upset, depressed, angry. And I want more brothers and sisters on the planet who you can email them and say, hey, how you doing? They go, yeah, I'm great. How are you? Because it's hard, it's hard today, because a lot of people are like going, oh God, this happened, that happened. And so, yeah, I know. But there's these things are just processes we need to go through. So the Dream Method helps you to really see life in a different way, which is why I do say journey inwards, succeed outwards, because you really are taking a journey inside of yourself. And it's not as bad as you think it is, because there's lots of empathy from me as a coach and lots of compassion from me, because goodness me, I've seen the dark side of me, and I think it was very dark, but it's a good thing, because it means I've released that to really come into what I really am. And I'm still a bit of a rascal, still like a bit of fun and have a bit of a laugh. I'm still a human being. I still have the flaws, but it's got rid of all that heavy energy that kind of brings you down and makes you feel, oh, I don't want to get out of bed like I was when I was a musician. No, I'm not getting up today. No, I'm not doing that.
Yeah, and that's an important part too, because a lot of us, I believe, put on a facade. Someone will ask. I've had someone before ask me, "How you doing?" I said, "Oh, I'm doing great." And she's like, "Yeah, no, you might be saying that, but she goes, I know your body's saying something else. Let's talk." Because whether it's you're afraid of being judged or you don't want to unload your stuff on someone else. But the thing is you need to be able to have someone that's a safe space, that's not going to judge you. And they may not fully understand, but they can at least relate to you and give you a different perspective. Because I've worked with a number of coaches and none of them ever flat out tell you to do something. They just give you these things to like think and work on. And it brings a whole different perspective. So, and I know you're in the UK, but I'm sure you work with people across the globe.
Oh yeah, all over the place. Yeah. It's not an issue for me at all. It's timing is okay. So yeah, I do. I love people, and especially people when they decide to embark on this journey. You'll never find more support than you will from me. I give everybody everything, 100% that I can give them to make sure that they take on this journey, even when they're like I used to be. Yeah, I'll do it tomorrow. Yeah, no worries. Yeah. No. That's what my teacher was always. My master was like,
hold us accountable.
Yeah, my master was always going, "Come on, what are you doing?" And she was really sweet, but because she could see that I was seeing the training, which is what the Dream Method really does, break it down very clearly. It's quite amazing how clearly I've actually managed to break it down. Because we were talking about that earlier, about how you need to be able to explain very complicated subjects to very simply, almost as if you're speaking to a 5-year-old. And I've managed to do that. And a lot of the people who've been through the Dream Method have said that this is so clear, and I've never heard it explained like this before. And I'm not blowing my own trumpet. Well, I kind of am, but it's just how I feel about it and how I see it. Because I've gone through many books and documentaries on spirituality, and I'm thinking, why are you making that so complicated? It's so complicated. It doesn't have to be that complicated. And to be a human being, we need to embrace being a human being, because we're not on the other side yet. We're not in the other realm. And I think it was Socrates who said, "Focus on being human." You've got all this stuff. Yeah, it's all interesting and fascinating, but focus on being human. That's the big thing, and that's why I'm saying about the Danjon and the pyramid having a strong base, because we'd be more of a human. And human beings are here, I think, and responsible for bringing this higher energy onto the planet at the moment and healing what we're doing to the planet at the moment. I think that's really important for us to be doing that. And that can be done very easily. So we can do that through the Dream Method, or try and find it your own way. Everybody's got their own opinions. But the Dream Method, I feel, is a very, very comprehensive course for you to go through. And it's only 12 weeks. So you've got 12 weeks of really focusing on yourself to get you to the place where you want to get to. And of course, I always carry on support through that as well. So,
and you also teach Ki Gong to people. Do you do that just locally, or does that go globally too? Or can you actually do that through Zoom meetings and stuff as well?
Yeah, Ki Gong for beginners. Yeah, we got that through. That's all online, and also live talks with me. And I also have the Academy, Ki Gong Academy, where it's best if you're going to do the Ki Gong for beginners, you actually start with the Academy as well. So you do the two. So, and I will be there. Email support, definitely. Depends what level you do the Ki Gong for beginners. There's 2 levels of it. One is the coaching level, and the other one is just on the online level. And you do that and the classes as well. And then you will get a real big jump start into your Ki Gong progression. It's 21 days. It's a 21-day challenge. And if you do that, you will feel the difference in that 21 days. You'll go, wow, what happened to me? And I see it all the time when people come to the classes. Even online, they do it. Like people who come to me online and they've been doing the classes 3 or 4 months ago. Yeah, I feel good now. I feel really good. Whereas before I'd get on the call with them. Yeah, life is bad. There's, really nothing's happening. It's all, and then you see them change over the weeks, especially the live classes as well. You see them change over the weeks, and you go, wow, what happened to you? Look at you now. And they just see life differently, and you hear them talk and you go, that's such wisdom. And I never taught you that. That's coming from you. And you go, wow. So Ki Gong for Beginners, yeah, that's a really good 21-day course that will really launch you into it. It's got lots of principles at the beginning. So there's lots of short videos to tell you, like water up, fire down. The brain needs to be cool to work properly. You need to have a warm abdomen to have proper immune system working properly. Each time the immune system goes up by 1 degree, your immune system actually kicks in. I think it's between 50 and 100%. So during COVID, we should have been doing intestine exercises, keeping our abdomen warm, keeping our brain cool so that we can be healthy, basically. And you will learn all of that on that Ki Gong for Beginners and the 3 Dan Johns. And the most important thing, I think, or one of the most important principles is where your mind goes, your energy will follow. That's like the journey in, succeed out. So if you actually, mind starts to come inside, and then your energy will follow to come inside. Because how often are we going out with our mind? Oh, what's for dinner? Oh, what's going over there? What's this? Whatever. And it's never coming back in.
We have a lot of distractions.
Yes.
We have a lot of distractions. The world throws at us constantly. Plus, we have our own head trash. A lot of distractions.
Yeah. So Ki Gong for Beginners will help you with that. And the John Jay membership, I would recommend, because you get everything literally slowly is drip fed in the academy. So you get, after 2 or 3 months, you'll have most of the online courses. There's like stuff on the. See, when you start your meditation practice, for instance, really you need to, if you follow Yogananda. Yogananda was a big guru who came over to America who started teaching the Vedic principles. And there's really simple breathing techniques that you can do to get you into meditation, because most people say, oh, it's too hard, I can't sit there silently. I said, well, neither can I. So like, when I first started, there's no way I could sit there silently. But when I did the Ki Gong and then actually revisited Yogananda's starting to meditate, I realized that there's a process to this. And when you get into the process of it, it actually gets easier to sit and meditate, but properly. And that's what I'm a really big advocate of. I've had people come onto the Dream Method who said, yeah, I can meditate for 20 minutes. And they're really tight like this. Well, it's not working.
It's not working.
Yeah, you can sit there silently for 20 minutes. I said, your self-discipline is phenomenal, but this is not right. This is, and so we had to break all of that down, all the preconceptions they had about meditation to get them into the right place for it. And it's just a big umbrella word, but yeah. The Ki Gong will get you into meditation a lot easier. And actually, you'll find yourself doing it during the day anyway, deep breathing. When you start to really start focusing on your body, you'll start to, even when you're putting the kettle on to make a cup of tea or a cup of coffee, you'll find yourself starting to breathe deeply and start to think about, maybe I should start doing a little bit more. And then you'll start to think in that manner. Your mind will start to move in that direction. And that's, Ki Gong for Beginners will give you a jump. It's like a jump start. It's like a bolt out of the blue. Boom! There you go. Because you're doing it twice a day.
You think breathing is easy, but there are different methods to it. Some people just think you just breathe in and inflate your chest, but you actually have to like inflate normally all the way down to your belly to release the whole nervous system, and there's so many different methods. Different things work for different people, but people think, well, I am breathing. I'm obviously I'm still alive, but there is different techniques that does different things. But I'm curious because I've never heard the term before, John Jay. What is that? What is John Jay?
In student.
Student. Okay. See, I learn something every day.
Yeah. So you're like but you're an advanced student, as it were, because you got Chiboja and Judah. They're all kind of to do with learning and students. But yeah, John Jay is like the highest level of student. Like you're really going for what you're going for. So it's a good. We chose the Korean names for the membership because of it comes from Korea mainly, and the Koreans came up with the idea of Sundo. Sundo is a really ancient Korean healing art, and Ki Gong kind of came out of the Sundo that I teach, but some days too much for Western people because it's a lot of holding exercises, which are really important. We do them in my Ki Gong practice, but to get somebody to stand there holding a position for 2 minutes and then move into the next position for 2 minutes and the next position for 2 minutes is a massive stretch for most people. The Ki Gong that I teach, you can get into the class straight away and you can almost feel benefits after the first class. Go, wow, I've forgotten I could feel like this. And that's what I love about it. So it's easier, it's accessible for the Western mind and the body because it's simple. But the more you get into it, the more you want to work the body and the more benefit you'll get out of it. So, but yeah.
And it's amazing how simple movements can make such a difference. You know, you mentioned the high tech world we're in. A lot of times we're locked up in front of these computers. And if I get doing that, it's too much. And I don't even do my regular, like little 10-minute workout or this, everything just kind of hurts. But after I'm up and walking around and I start to move, it's like, okay, I don't feel so bad anymore. So I don't think we really realize the damage that we do. And some are stuck in like office jobs or stuff where they can't really move around much. I would assume you would have methods and some tricks maybe to help them to just kind of reset.
Yeah, I've been doing this. Actually, we did a few chair sessions for Vision. I think it's a Microsoft company. I've been working for them actually for the last few months online. We did a few chair exercises. You can do it on the chair. You can do it wherever. It's actually the mindset you use with it, and it's literally about stimulating your energy. So yeah, you can change your energy, but you need to sometimes get up off the chair if you're sitting down all day because your psoas muscle starts to weaken, and that really does start to cause lots of issues, especially in your hips. And there's a lot of issues with hip replacements now. I think we've got to start to look after our hips, our ankles and our knees a lot more because of the issues that are coming up. So yeah, you have to get up off your chair every now and again, unfortunately, but you can do it on the chair, especially with carpal tunnel syndrome. If you're tapping the keyboard a lot, you need to be stretching these parts of the wrists, the inner wrists, the yin meridians and also the yang meridians, so that your wrists are flexible and soft, so you can just shake them out and it's all nice and easy and relaxed, so you can get into things. And when you're more relaxed, things are easy. I work that out as a musician, because when I went into a studio, I'm like, I don't know this song very well, and you're there to record it. You're like tense, but then you think, yeah, if I mess up, we mess up. You start to relax, and you fly through it. Whereas if you're tense, it's like bum notes all over the place. So relaxing is a real key to having a better life. Yeah.
Well, and it's kind of funny that you mentioned the hip things, because I've had a lot of trouble with my hips over the years. I even they had a bursa sac that they cut the IT band and cut the muscle and scraped it out. And that one's done better. I haven't done that with the other one, but I'm trying to find other ways to fix that other than surgery. But it's one of the reasons I stopped racing cars, because the gravity pulls going around in a dirt circle, because we quarter-mile dirt track, the constant gravity pulls, it would really start to hurt my hips. But if I sit too long or I sit in the wrong position, I look like I might need a cane for like the first couple of steps, but after I get moving, or if I move more, I do okay. But that is a challenge. That's a hard thing to work with.
I have to sort you out some hip exercises for you and get that sorted out for you, because it's easy to do. And if you just do it every day, it helps to alleviate the issues. Hips are very unusual. It's like men find it really difficult to open their hips. I've been doing this 15 years now, and I've just finally, after 15, 20 years or whatever I've been doing, I've finally got my knees down to the floor by opening my legs into like lotus posture. And you think, well, it only took me 20 years. That's not bad. So it's just it's worth the perseverance if you just give yourself little goals to open the hips up and strengthen.
The key, I think, to it, and pretty much anything, is being consistent, which we don't always carve out that time. We get caught up with what I always call the rat race, one rat race or another, and next thing you know is like, whoop, that day's gone by, and it's like, okay, then you're tired, don't want to do it. And so,
but if you think about it, when you get up in the morning, right, what do? You tend to shower, clean your teeth, you have breakfast. So what I've done now is put a routine in before I do any of that, to go in and do like 45, 50 minutes of exercise, Ki Gong exercise every morning. And when I don't do it, well, there's never I don't do it. I do it because it's the same feeling of having to get up and do your rituals. You have rituals in the morning, and you just do them as a ritual. And that's why I've set up the Ki Gong for beginners program, is because you get used to doing those rituals. And the same with the dream method, you get used to doing the rituals every morning, every evening. And it's not a long time. And you can find the time if you want to do the time. You'll always find the time to go and see a film, or you always find the time to sit down and do nothing. You'll always find the time to turn the TV on. You need to find the time for yourself.
We find all the time to do the unhealthy thing. not so much the healthy, but the unhealthy. We have no problem making time for that. It's amazing.
Yeah. Well, I used to do that. I used to find,
mindset, like you said.
I used to find, I don't know where I found the time to sit in bars for hours and hours and hours and hours. And I'm just thinking about the other day when we were in the garden, and how that was entertainment. It's like relaxing entertainment was to go and sit in a bar and drink as much alcohol as you possibly can for. And when the pubs opened all day in this country for the first time, I remember that many, many years ago, from 11 o'clock in the morning till 2 o'clock in the following morning, thinking, great, look at all that time we could sit in a bar for. I'm thinking I would be bored out of my skin now to do that. I couldn't do that anymore. But it's, you have different ways of looking at life now, especially when you take on Ki Gong. I think it really shows you what you're capable of as a human being. And that's what I love about it, is our potential is phenomenal. When we actually put our mind to something, we can change so much. But it's the intention. And lots of people talk about intention, and lots of people go, whatever, I intend to do that. No, do you actually intend to do that? Do you intend to do this for 21 days? And are you going to complete that? Your intention is everything. If you put your intention to it, you will do it. And when you do that, you will thank yourself. You will thank your previous self in the future. Go, thank you for doing that. I feel brilliant now. And that's important. I think also having the attitude of gratitude with what you've done for yourself in the past, because that's what we're talking about. If you look at it from the negative point of view, when we're talking about the issues we were talking about, I don't know why I chose fat, but it's any issue. Like somebody was called stupid as a child. One of my clients was called stupid as a child. And now anything that almost makes her feel like she's out of control and stupid, she triggers back from that position. We're healing that now. We're getting to the point where it's almost gone. And so therefore she's not so worried about being around people and feeling vulnerable, because that vulnerable feeling was triggering this teacher. Had no right to do this to her, but she did. Made her feel really stupid because she dropped down a year, or no, she went up. She either dropped down a year or went up a year, but she hadn't done the years worth of schooling that all the other kids had done. So she was made to feel stupid, and that had affected her all her life. And it's just things like that. People think, oh, well, that's not a big thing. It's enormous to her, and it's affecting her days now. So it's really about you finding these things inside of you with a regular practice. And then you will thank your past self for going, wow, you did that, and you've changed my life. You transformed the life. Because transformation, it all sounds like appealing and exciting, and it is. It really is. But you have to do some work to do it. You have to really change your mindset, break out of the subconscious mindset that we find ourselves stuck in. And when you start to do Ki Gong in the way that I teach it, you will realize very quickly how conditioned your brain has been for how your body acts and reacts to certain things that I ask you to do. So they're looking at the body going, no, I can't do that. I say, you keep trying. And when they break the conditioning.
If you say you can't, that's the whole thing. It's like, no, it's how can I? It's not I can't. And it's also about finding people that will support you. And if they're not supporting you, cut them loose, because, you don't need that. It just interferes when you have people trying to tell you that you can't do something when you really can. I tell people I can do anything I set my mind to.
Yes.
Now, whether I want to or not, that's another story.
Yeah, exactly. And but the thing is, if say, for instance, if I wanted to be a singer, and I do sing now, and I sing actually reasonably well, but when I was younger, it just looked unobtainable to me, because I mean, the bands I was into, like Robert Plant, and then Queen came along, and these phenomenal singers. I wasn't looking at people like Mark Knopfler and things like that, thinking, well, I could sing like him. I was more looking at these like phenomenal singers and thinking, I'll never do that, so I'll just stick to playing bass. A limitation. Now I'm thinking, actually, it was Jackie Raw from Shack Attack who did my. She was my singing teacher, and she got me into EFT. She was like the beginnings of my journey. She's because I was so tense with singing, because I had this preconception about I can't sing. She got me doing this EFT to relax me, to hit the higher notes, because I was like a squeezed cat. It's like awful. And then she got me hitting the nice high notes, and it was it got me into this journey of EFT. And then she discovered this Dr. Emoto's how water is affected by your intention, and all of this was the build up to me coming out of music and going into more of the energetic field of life, is seeing how your intention, which is why it was so strong within the word intention. If you put intention into water, it changes the quality of the water, because water has such an amazing memory to it. It's phenomenal. So when I went to her house, she had love on the water and all these positive affirmations around the water pipes and things like that. And it was like, wow, this is amazing. You think anyone walking in and go, well, you're crazy. But no,
Yeah,
she
cares
was
what anybody else thinks.
Yeah.
Peter, I know we could go on for hours, but we've only got a couple minutes left. So I know you have some other great things. You're a wealth of knowledge and a pleasure to talk to, but you have a nonprofit and some other things that you're doing.
Brighter Living. Brighter Living is my charity. Yeah. We help the elderly with Ki Gong and meditation. And actually, it's looking like we're going to be helping people with blood cancer now through one of the foundations in Kingston, which, if this comes off, I'll be so happy, because helping people actually getting over cancer, and because it's getting very prevalent. And the research that's gone into Ki Gong, Tai Chi, yoga, and cancer, and the deep breathing is phenomenal. Especially, and also Alzheimer's and Parkinson's. I help a lot of people with that, and I can see improvements. In fact, one of the center managers said one particular guy had his family have been commenting on how much he's improved when he goes home after my sessions on a Wednesday. And to get that feedback, you go, wow. So I can't stress this enough about getting into your body. So Brighter Living, yes, we're doing that. We're always looking for donations to that. You can find it under it's a UK website, localgiving.co.uk, Brighter Living, and we're always looking for funding for that, because it extends our reach into the local community. I know it's local, but you're still helping elderly people in the local area. And one of the reasons I did that is when I first started my Qigong practice, I realized that these elderly people felt like they've been thrown on the scrap heap, and the way that the doctors have been speaking to them, I was absolutely shocked. So I thought, rather than get angry and attack the doctors or the medical profession because you just hitting a brick wall, let's do it from the grassroots up. Let's start working with these people from the grassroots up. And the ones that come from me, I will look after with all my heart. And my goodness me, even today, people who've been training me in their 60s, now they're in the late 70s. And they're still with me, and they're still coming to the classes, and they're looking the same as they did 15 years ago. And you're going, wow, there's a magic to this that is, I just can't express it enough. And that's why I really love working with the elderly. And I want to get more with the kids, but it's a bit more difficult at the moment with the kids, because they're so heavily protected in this country with all the safety policies that you've got to put up and all that kind of business. You think, oh, I can't do that. Not yet, until I find people who are going to be willing to do all of that, because we have a a saying with our Dahn Master trainings is what's good for me is good for you too. So
Absolutely.
whatever I do, it has to be good for you too. There's nothing about selfish intention. So for the children, and when I have worked with children, to see the difference in them as well is like phenomenal. Absolutely beautiful. So
Peter, we are out of time, but I want to thank you. You were such a pleasure and a delight to have on here. And I love meeting all these people, different people, and you're so easy to talk to. So definitely people, if any of that resonated with you, you want to get in touch with Peter. You can see he's easy to talk to. But until then, we will see you next week. And remember to be there and be mindful. And thank you for joining us.